What's up, YouTube? Let me do a quick video, man. Houston Rockets guard James Harden scored 50 points tonight I think it was a 50-point triple-double in a victory over the Sacramento Kings. I think the final score was, I think it was 118 to 109. And James Harden had 50 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. It was the ninth 50-point game of the season for James Harden. And I believe it was the 18th of his career, which ties him with Elgin Baylor for fourth all time. Third, of course, when you combine playoffs and regular season, is Kobe Bryant with 26. Second is Michael Jordan with 39. And Wilt Chamberlain way out in front, number one with 122. Now, I'm not going to get into how I feel about James Harden as a scorer. The fact remains that he is averaging 36.4 points per game this season, which is the highest scoring average in 33 years. Now, this is the thing, though. James Harden has to replicate this in the playoffs. He has to show and prove this year that he can do the same thing on a consistent basis, or close to it at least, in the playoffs as he's doing right now during the regular season. Another thing that does bother me a little bit about James Harden is that it was one thing when he was doing this, the 32-point streak, 32 game streak with the 30 points. That was impressive. But it was during a time when the Rockets were going through serious injury issues. Now, the Rockets are relatively healthy. I don't understand why James Harden is still playing the same way, where he's shooting the ball 25 to 30 times a night. I think for this team to really reach another level, especially in the postseason, Chris Paul has to get involved more offensively. I think Chris Paul actually needs to dominate the ball more. And I do agree with something that Antoine Walker said. I think Chris Paul has to play at a level similar to where he played last year. This hero ball that James Harden is playing, it's not going to work in the playoffs. It's not. Especially as you get further in the playoffs. If I had a vote, I've said this before, I would vote for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Up until last month, probably would have voted for Paul George, but he has leveled off a little bit in his play. And but Giannis would have my vote, man. The Milwaukee Bucks have 57 victories. He's been consistent the entire season, having the best season of his career, and all across the board he's dominating, not just scoring. Now, is he padding his numbers too? Maybe, yeah. But that seems to be the trend now. Everybody seems to be highly aware of their numbers and whatnot. But I will say this, man. If you give Stephen Curry 31 shots, 23 three-point attempts, and 18 free throws, he would put up 60 points. That's just me. But tell me what you guys think.